the hurricane. We got lucky in Florida, very, very lucky indeed. We had actually, our original chart was that it was going to be hitting Florida directly. Maybe I could just see that, Kevin. It was going to be hitting directly, and that would have affected a lot of other states. But that was the original chart, and you see it was going to hit not only Florida but Georgia. It could have was going toward the Gulf. That was what was originally projected, and it took a right turn. And ultimately, hopefully, we're going to be lucky. It depends on what happens with South Carolina and North Carolina, but it's heading up the coast, and Florida was grazed, mostly wind, and we're going to have a report on that. We have been sending through the United States Coast Guard, who have been incredible. They're on the Bahamas right now, and they're helping with the Bahamas. The Bahamas was a big section of the Bahamas was hit like few people have seen before, but we're helping in a humanitarian way. We've been asked to help by the government of the Bahamas, and we have numerous helicopters, and we're sending some people to give them a hand, and they need a big hand. What's going on over there is incredible. Few people have seen anything like that. Although I must tell you, over the years, there have been some hurricanes that were bigger and stronger and more powerful that hit us very hard also. But I'd just maybe like to start, Kevin, if you could just say a few words about where we are, and then I'll ask the Admiral to talk a little bit about what you're doing in the Bahamas, and then we'll get back to South Carolina, North Carolina, and what we expect. Okay? Thank you, Kevin.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. We have Acting Administrator Pete Gaynor from FEMA on the line as well. He's been in Florida yesterday. He's in Georgia right now, headed up to South Carolina, touching base with the emergency managers in all of the states that are on the path of Dorian. Obviously, the hurricane remains a Category 2, a very powerful, very large storm. We are worried about significant impacts to South Carolina from Charleston to Wilmington, as well as the Outer Banks, and it's that triple threat of potentially hurricane force winds, certainly tropical storm force, as well as a storm surge, 4 to 7 feet, and then a significant rain event up to 10 inches or more in parts of the Carolinas. So we've been very well prepared, coordinated fully with the states, a lot of pre-deployed assets ready to come in and fully respond after the storm hits. We're also repositioning some of the assets that were further south in Central Florida. So we're ready for this storm, Mr. President. FEMA and the interagency partners supporting the states have done a tremendous job, and we're on our toes, looking forward to responding effectively.
That's good. I think we want to also say we were really well prepared in Puerto Rico. We got lucky in Puerto Rico where it missed it by quite a bit, actually, but we were ready just in case, and tremendous supplies, people, a lot of things going on in Puerto Rico, and they were very happy, and it worked out very well at the optimum because they didn't get hit, but it took a different path, and it hit the Bahamas very hard. So again, we're working with the government of the Bahamas at their request, and we have a lot of people helping, and we have, most importantly, the United States Coast Guard, which has done so incredibly well in Texas and Florida and in Puerto Rico in the last hurricane, the last big one.